Caitlin Clark is the true X factor behind Fever's playoff success, reveals Kelsey Mitchel. How are the Indiana Fever doing this? Nobody had them penciled in for a run like this, not with 5 key players, including Caitlin Clark, missing. Just sneaking into the playoffs already felt like a fairy tale ending. Nobody expected them to get past the Atlanta Dream in round 1, and yet they are, not just alive but leading their semifinal series against the mighty Las Vegas Aces. Kelsey Mitchel has been the engine of this Fever run, pouring in 104 points across 4 playoff games. That's on the back of a career-best regular season where she averaged 20.2 points, 3.4 assists, and 1.8 rebounds in over 31 minutes a night. Everyone deserves a Kelsey Mitchel on their team, Rihanna Turner said. But they don't get it because we get her. Still, ask the 8-year veteran what's fueling this Fever surge. She won't make it about herself. Mitchel joined ESPN's NBA Today and revealed the reason behind the Fever's success, and it had everything to do with the draft picks. I think our draft picks ended up coming big. Lexi was a big draft pick, and then you get Caitlin, and then you get AB. And so, you culminate that together with, my experience and having to, go through a couple of things before they got there. I think it was just like a match made in heaven, really, because I was, still at a young age to really, vibe and get to know these players for who they were. And then you bring in Caitlin, who changed the world, changed the dynamic of basketball. And as a friend and as a player, you grow to appreciate her because, certain doors have opened because she's come to the Fever, and you have to respect that. The Fever hadn't made the playoffs since 2016. Their last winning season came in 2015, when they finished 20-14 and went to the finals. It had also been 10 years since they last won a playoff series. The rebuild was slow and steady, and Kelsey Mitchel has been part of it since being drafted in 2018. Mitchel saw the franchise add pieces like Lexi Hull and Aaliyah Boston, and together they'd grown into core players still chasing that championship dream. But as Mitchel admits, the Fever wouldn't be enjoying this level of success without Caitlin Clark. Since Clark's arrival, the Fever reached the playoffs in her very first season and became the league's biggest draw. Her regular season games averaged 1.2 million viewers, 199% higher than games without her in 2024. Yes, Clark only played 13 times this season as the Fever took on what felt like a mission impossible. But without her, the team never would have attracted stars like Natasha Howard, who's been a key factor in his playoff run. Clark was the X factor the Fever needed to push the team to the next level. Every championship team needs a strong foundation built on chemistry between players, and Clark has proven time and again just how good she is at creating it. Whether it's the infamous Tres Leches traveling to every game to support her team from the sidelines instead of resting or playfully teasing teammates on social media, she's always connecting with those around her. Mitchel highlighted Clark's impact in the same interview. And I love the teammate in person in her because, she's accepted it with so much grace and even welcomed us with open arms to make this thing happen. So I think it just took a lot of big pieces to make what it is now. Clark helped shape the culture in Indiana, and the young core had a simple message for management this offseason. Protect our locker room. Protect the culture that we've got started. That culture of fighting for your teammates until the very end is precisely why the Fever are still standing, even after 5 season-ending injuries and losing players like Dewana Bonner. In Clark's absence, Mitchel has been holding the team together. Clark had nothing but praise for her after her record-breaking Game 1 against the Aces in the semifinals. Clark helped shape the culture in Indiana, and the young core had a simple message for management this offseason. Protect our locker room. Protect the culture that we've got started. That culture of fighting for your teammates until the very end is precisely why the Fever are still standing, even after 5 season-ending injuries and losing players like Dewana Bonner. In Clark's absence, Mitchel has had nothing but praise for her after her record-breaking Game 1 against the Aces in the semifinals. Caitlin Clark couldn't stay quiet, taking to X to sum it up in just 2 words: Kelsey unreal. But the Fever knows that the job isn't done yet. The series has expanded to 5 games, giving the Aces 4 more chances to fight back. A'ja Wilson and Cuddle will be hungrier than ever to bounce back, and for a team that won 16 straight games to reach the postseason, you can't count them out after just 1 game.